Hi, welcome to How We Met. I'm Sheryl Strich, and every month I get to interview couples who tell their story about how they met. But I hope all of you had a very happy new year, a happy, healthy, safe new year, and a good year to come. Okay, let's get started. Today's first couple are Carol Dolan and Bryce Russell. Carol and Bryce are both members of Bocce, Rock and Rollers, and Boomers. They support Springboks, community bridge builders, and Kiwanis. They enjoy the dances at the Deluxe nightclub and TGIF and enjoy daily walks within our village. Bryce is a member of Billiards. Outside the village, Carol has taught Sunday school at both the Lutheran Church of the Cross and St. Nicholas. She was an AARP ARP volunteer, reading tutor, and she and Bryce continue a supportive relationship with 4 children and their parents. Bryce continues work as a director of a company in Brea, and they're also members of the Dana Point Yacht Club. They've traveled extensively in the past 3 years with family trips to Nebraska and St. Louis, a Southwest United States road trip, cruises on the Liguorian Sea, St. Lawrence, and Columbia Rivers, bus trips to Ensenada for the Newport Ensenada annual boat races, along with a business trip to the Czech Republic that included Prague, Zurich, and London. I think I got it all. Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Yes.
So I always ask 3 questions to start. First question, where are you from?
I'm originally from Nebraska.
Consequently, the Nebraska road trip, family trip.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm from California.
Oh, and you're from California.
Yes.
But there was a family trip to Nebraska.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I mean, there was a family trip to St. Louis.
Yes. My son and granddaughters live in that family live in St. Louis.
Okay. All right. I'm very fond of St. Louis. My best friend from college is from St. Louis.
Oh.
So I've gone there often in the summer heat.
It's quite a city.
It gets warm.
Quite a very warm city in the summer.
Right.
Okay. How long have you been a couple?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Okay.
Yes.
And how long have you been in the village?
I've been here since 2014, so that's 11 years.
Okay.
I've been here about 3 months.
3
as
months?
a resident, yes.
Oh, well, welcome.
Thank you.
All right. How did you meet?
Well, you mentioned the trip to St. Louis.
Yes.
Well, Carol was on her way to St. Louis, and I was on my way to Memphis. We were leaving the airport, John Wayne Airport, flying to Phoenix to connect to our respective locations. And we met on that flight from Orange County to Phoenix. And just happened to be in the same row on the plane with an empty seat between us. And we started up a conversation. It was amazing because it was just offhanded. I wasn't looking for anybody, neither was she. But it turns out that the flight was a little late, pushed back from the gate, and the pilot keeps coming on. We're going to be 10 minutes late. We're going to be whatever.
And you're still at John Wayne?
Yeah, I thought I was leaving John Wayne, and I basically turned to her and said, "This is like the old movies." Basically, a little while later that same day, kind of thing that Sheryl used to show on the screen years and decades ago. So I just made that quip, and she responded with something similar, and the conversation began from there.
How nice.
Yes.
So, okay, so that you were on the plane, and it's a very short flight to Phoenix.
Oh, yes.
Right. But you took Carol's phone number?
No.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, I would never be that forward.
Well, okay, so you must have met up afterwards.
So what happened when Bryce, I thought he was working, so of course I didn't start the conversation. I just want people to know he started it, because I'm so shy. And he started the conversation, and my answer to him was, after he made that comment, was something that made him laugh. And when it made him laugh, I thought, well, this guy's kind of relaxed. And so the conversation, it was a short trip to Phoenix,
right.
An hour or whatever it was, plus the tarmac. But Bryce is quite a talker. And believe it or not, I like to talk too, but I'm also a very good listener. And as I was listening, I felt like I kind of got to know Bryce. And he heard, I guess I said I was from Nebraska originally, and he told me, afterwards that that was one reason he was attracted to me, because he knew that people from Nebraska were solid. We are solid people.
Yeah, straight up.
And so the conversation, I listened and I thought, well, this guy's honest, and he was very emotional because he'd had a lot of losses in his family. And so I listened to that, and I thought, well, this guy needs someone to talk to, and I could tell he was honest. So I gave him my phone number, and I said, if you ever need to talk to anybody, just feel free to call.
We'll back it up, just a little backfill here.
Okay.
We're on the plane.
Right.
She's going to visit her son and his family in St. Louis. I'm going to Memphis. Well, there's part of it. Her family in St. Louis is important. I was going to Memphis because my best friend of 50 years had just passed away, and I was going there to help work on settling his estate. And in that conversation, she mentioned, which she doesn't normally do in conversations, but for a period of time, she doesn't want to go there. Okay, I get, my ribs are good at listening. So anyway, we had reasons to be there, and she made it note. We just had something in common.
That's a good way to put it. Thanks, Bryce.
Now, everybody watching the show is going to be all your friends are going to be calling you up after the show and say, what? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
All right, so Carol gave you her phone number.
Yes.
And did you?
Because the flight was late, we weren't sure. Her time to connect in Phoenix was going to be diminished because we were leaving. And so the next day, I just called her to say, did you make your flight?
Oh, just because you were being a kind person.
Yes.
Nice.
And I thought, it was a text. He texted, and I thought, I was having lunch because during the day my granddaughters are at school, so I busy myself.
Right.
And I was out for lunch, and I thought, well, I'll just give him a call because I'd rather talk than text.
Right.
And I said, well, and I figured he must not be busy because he was texting. So I called him, and we chit-chatted, and I thought, okay, guys don't usually want to just chit-chat. So, and even though he called, I called him, so I know it's the polite thing to do. The one that calls is the one that ends the conversation.
Right.
So I said, thanks a lot for calling. And he said, well, I guess Bryce said something about when he got back to Fullerton and got home, we could have coffee together. And I said, oh, okay.
Meet for lunch, have coffee or whatever, just to kind of continue the face-to-face.
Okay.
Because she's off doing her thing and I was off doing mine at that point.
And of course, since I've been alone since 1998, I thought, oh yeah, he'll probably never call, you know. But we just went about our business.
And that's where we were.
Oh, wait. Okay.
We went about our business, meaning I was busy with my grandchildren
Yes.
and not thinking about Bryce at all.
Right, that's what I thought you meant.
Yes.
Okay, so you came back, how long were you there in St. Louis?
About a week.
Okay, you were there, and how long were you in Memphis?
Well, I was had been in Memphis back and forth. It turns out around that time I was flying back and forth regularly.
Okay.
And I ended up actually having a second home in Memphis because I knew my friend was dying.
Okay.
And I wanted to spend as much time as I could. So the hotel bills and stuff were running up crazy, so I did something else.
Right.
So I was there, and so I was
So
just
it
back
didn't
and
really
forth.
matter, you didn't have to count the time that you were there?
No, I'd be there for 4 or 5 weeks and then come back here for a couple of weeks and just shuttle back and forth.
All right, so the question that I have is, so you came back after a week, you came back after a long time,
Yeah.
and then...
Then what happened next? Well, Bryce might be able to tell this better, but I just remember he texted, or, you know, anyway, and I had a friend, and it was close to New Year's Eve. And I said, you know, I could go down to the yacht club like I have before on New Year's Eve, but or I could take a girlfriend, but I kind of like to have an escort that night and, you know, be on the arms of a man. And I said, do you have another guy around here that you could round up that doesn't, you know, just for one night?
Right.
And she said, well, what about that guy you met on the plane?
Yes.
So that's why I said this is our first date, but it's not really a date because I texted and asked him if he could go. There was texting back and forth, and it ended up that he said he would come. And so...
Can I ask you a question? What kind of clothes do you wear on a New Year's Eve dinner dance at the yacht club.
It's a black tie, optional.
Oh, it's a black tie optional. That
Yes.
was just not a date. Okay.
No.
No.
And the reason I say that is because when I can tell this part, because people that watch this show are right around anyway. And I was talking to my daughter, who's about 48, and I told her, oh, well, I have this gentleman that's coming, and I said he could stay overnight in the second bedroom.
Right.
And she said, Mom, you don't even know this man, And I said, well, I can tell he's not an axe murderer, and I'm going to be
good.
just fine.
Glad that came through.
It's really funny how daughters are far more protective than sons are about
Yeah.
their mothers. My sons would have said, okay, fine, it's great, Mom.
Yeah. So that was and then Bryce showed up, and because I've been alone since 1998, I'm used to having, meeting people, having dates and so forth. But Bryce, I guess it's, how to put that would be, Bryce didn't date as much, even though he's been alone for a while.
Right.
So he came and I could tell, this guy is just nervous, as nervous as a cat on a hot tin roof.
Did you have a black tie? What did you wear for this?
Tuxedo.
Oh, you had a tuxedo. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I could tell he was just so nervous. And of course, he was trying to put his best foot forward. So I just said, why don't you, on the way out the door to go to the event, I said, why don't you just kiss me and get it over with? And so he kissed me on the cheek.
Shy and retiring, this woman. She's very, very
But
shy.
that made it so it was. And I said, don't think of this as a date. Just kiss me and get it over with and just, relax.
Did you spend the night in the second bedroom?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you didn't go back to
I was
Fullerton?
hesitant.
No,
I
he
mean,
didn't. And
part of it was one of those El Nino storms were coming. It was a New Year's thing, and people drink too much and so on. She was worried about what would happen to me if I were out driving, so she wanted me to just stay. And I said, I can make it home. No, stay here, back and forth. Nevertheless, I stayed.
Okay.
And
I just got the 2-minute warning, and there's so much more I want to hear. So we've got to talk fast here.
oh well,
keep going.
No, but basically I stayed, and she showed me around the village a little bit for the first time. A
the
little
next
bit.
morning,
The next morning.
day.
Mostly, she was trying to figure out graceful ways to get me to leave.
Yeah, I
But
thought he'd never leave.
Oh.
And so what happened, this will be a good way to end it. What happened was I walked in, well, he couldn't put the tuxedo back, and I helped him do that. And he asked me, is it okay, because he knows I don't like to be seen in public displays of affection.
Oh, okay.
And so he said, in the house, he said, Carol, is it okay if I kiss you goodbye? And I said, well, I guess. And so he did, and I felt little butterflies, and I thought, uh-oh, and I pushed him away.
Okay.
Because, I pushed him away because I didn't want to get anything started.
Right.
And so I walked him to the car, walked to the car with him, and I realized I might never see this guy again, and I turned around and I was kind of crying because I realized this is really a nice guy, and he, like he said, he's not forward, so he didn't say anything like a usual date, like I'll call you tomorrow, and I just thought, oh, there he goes, okay, thanks a lot for
maybe
coming
I'll hear
for
from
New
him,
Year's
maybe
Eve.
I won't.
Yeah. And
So
I
how
thought,
soon did you call her?
Oh, I think it was within a week or two.
Okay.
And we were coming to a dance, I think, for that night or something, and I don't know, it was TGIF or one of those. And to show her my good intentions, I prepared dinner for her at her house.
You're right. This is a wonderful closing.
Yes.
Thank you. This was great. What a lovely story. What a lovely story. Thank you so much for coming on, and you're such a cute couple.
adorable.
It's our adorable couple, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, next couple up are Donna and Angelo Allen. Donna's a pickleball player, yay! And she directs plays for Theater Guild. They're both members of Boomers Club. They love to dance. They also love jazz and are members of the Jazz Club. Right now, Donna is interested in learning jazz piano. Angelo is an artist and was an art professor. At this time, he's writing a book. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did I miss anything?
No.
Okay, good, good. All right. So I just told you, but I'll tell you again. I always start with 3 questions. The first question is, where are you from?
I'm a California girl,
Ah.
so I've been here my whole life.
In California?
Uh-huh.
Never lived anywhere else?
Well, for work, back and forth, but basically lived here, yeah, my whole life.
How about you, Angela?
Originally, I'm from Berlin, Germany.
Oh, okay.
So I grew up there.
Okay.
I was born in West Germany. Came here in '73.
Okay.
I was an art professor
Okay.
for art history and studio arts.
In West Germany or here?
Oh, here.
Here. So, wow, that's pretty interesting. What was West Germany like when you were growing up?
Great.
Great. It was not like East Germany. It
No,
was-
but I had relatives on both sides because the wall wasn't up.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So I was there when the wall went up in
Then you couldn't
August
see them
13.
anymore. Right. Okay. How long have you been a couple?
We had our first date 2 years ago, December 4th.
Not
Do I know?
Not
Yeah.
December 5th.
I remember.
Okay. So, and from that point on, you were a couple? Mm-hmm. All right. And the third question is, how long have you been in Laguna Woods?
I've been here about 4 years.
Okay.
8.5.
8.5. All right, let's get started. How did you meet?
Okay, I get to start because it was me.
Okay.
I used to go to the 19 to dance on Monday nights because I love to dance.
Okay.
And I'd meet with friends and just dance and ask anybody around if they wanted to dance with me because it's not fun dancing by yourself.
Right.
So one time I saw this guy in a red plaid shirt sitting in the corner by himself eating pizza. Now, I'd seen him before, but I always thought he was with somebody else, so whatever. But I always ask anybody to dance. So he looked sad, so I asked him to dance. We had a really fun dance. However, we never shared names. I went back and sat down with my friends. He went back to his pizza, and that was that. Now you get to go.
Yeah. Well, it was about a month afterwards where I couldn't get it out of my mind. So I was saying, does anybody know the Harry Potter girl?
You're very distinctive.
Because of my glasses.
Yeah, your look is very distinctive. And everybody knew who you were talking about?
Not really. I saw her again at the 19th,
Okay.
and then we started dancing, and we've been together ever since.
How long ago after the first time did you see her?
It was probably a month.
Yeah, a month.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was a while, yeah. Because I never thought anything of it
Yeah.
until he tapped me on the. I was at the 19 again
Right.
on a Monday night. He tapped me on the shoulder, asked me to dance, and we ended up talking for like 3.5 hours and found out we had so much in common. Because I always wanted, because I'm a theater art, that's
yes,
always important
yes.
to music, and I always wanted somebody who was interested in the same things that I was interested in, also could stimulate me learning. I think learning is good,
Right,
and being
right.
able to try new things.
Right.
And I wanted somebody who was behind me in my theater, and it turned out, he said he's an art professor. I go, okay, let's talk. That was pretty simple, yeah.
Have you ever done theater sets?
No.
Oh, well,
I try, but I haven't gotten him yet. He's so busy writing his book, so he doesn't
Well,
have
I'm
time.
working on a book, so.
But I haven't given up.
okay.
I have more shows to go, so I'll get him. Yeah.
So when I was really involved, my partner, Ajit, would
Yeah.
they'd get him to haul things and lift things and work backstage. So there's always an opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, I do carry things around for her when she.
There
When
you,
I in
perform,
my
so-
theater, yeah.
there you go. It's really
I'm
important.
a grip.
All right. So so backtracking. So you met after a month. You met, and then you exchanged names. And then when was the next time you got together?
When we talked that night was a Monday night, and he asked me.
So was that December 4th, or that was?
Yeah, it was December 4th.
Okay.
No, December 4th was our
the
first
first
date.
dance. Okay.
So that was a Monday, and he said, do you want to do something on Saturday? So I said, sure. So we exchanged numbers, whatever, and he said, I'll pick you up on Saturday. Well, all week long, I didn't hear anything from him. Not hello, not a text. So I'm thinking Saturday morning, is this another one of those creeps who's going to disappear? And so I said, before I get dressed and get all beautiful, I'm going to call and see if we're really on the date. He said, yeah, we were. And so then he shows up at my door with flowers. The creep went away. Yeah, it was perfect.
So then you just continued seeing each other daily?
Consistently,
Yeah.
yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually saw you guys at an In-N-Out once. I think your grandchildren were there.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah.
So, okay, so what it's only been 2 years, but what's happened within those 2 years?
We got married.
You got married.
Yeah, we got married on August 1st.
So that was a year and a half after you. Nice. Nice.
You know, we're both 75. Why wait? We
Right.
knew we were
Same age,
compatible.
same year.
Okay. So
You
you,
know?
and then you changed your name. That must have been a headache.
It is still a headache.
Yeah.
Matter of
Yeah.
fact, this afternoon I'm going to my driver's license after months waiting. Yeah, so.
Right. I give you credit. That's
You know, my other name was from my first marriage,
Oh,
and so
okay.
I kind of wanted
That
you
makes
know,
sense.
to clean it
That
up.
really
It wasn't
makes
my regular
Okay,
name,
okay.
yeah. So I wanted to get rid of that one and try this one, but let me tell you, it's not fun.
no. Yeah, that's why I was surprised when I asked you whether you changed your name. Okay, so since it's been a short period of time, tell me about the things you've done besides getting married. Where have you gone? What have you done?
Well, we went on a honeymoon to Germany and Italy for a month.
Oh,
Yeah, so we went to Germany to meet his relatives. You can tell them about that. Yeah.
We went to Brandenburg, which is south of Berlin.
okay,
So we stayed there for a week,
okay.
and then we went
Would that be
to
considered East Germany?
yeah,
Okay.
former East Germany.
Okay.
But
But your family was there?
oh yeah, my cousin. They're the only German relatives I have left. My aunt passed away, and
All right.
you know my parents passed away.
Okay.
And then we went to Rome. She'd never been to Europe,
Oh, you've never been to Europe?
No, this is my first
so
time.
I said you got to
yeah.
go to Europe because she loves to eat.
Did you have a passport?
Yes,
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
but I don't now because it got stolen
it
in
got stolen in Pompeii
Oh, no.
So that's what's caused all the
with the
time
driver's
delay.
license, and a credit card.
Oh, you
yeah.
couldn't get home.
No, we went to, that's funny because it happened when we were in Rome, but we were leaving the next day. So we went to the embassy to get a passport, and it was Monday, and they were closed. You know
Because-
why? Because it was Columbus Day.
Columbus Day.
I said, who'd have think in Italy they'd have Columbus Day?
So you couldn't go home.
No, so we went to Florence. That was our next trip.
Okay.
And when we got to Florence, then I went to the embassy there and got a temporary passport, which I still have, yeah.
Oh, so, okay, so
So I got home, yeah.
okay, you got home. But then you had to replace everything.
Yes, and that's what I'm doing. So it was
That's
really
what you do
hard
now.
because
And you
when you
changed your
change your
name.
name, you have to go through Social Security first. Well, because of all the stuff going on now, you have to wait 3 months to get an appointment for Social Security. So I just had that 2 weeks ago, and then I couldn't get a driver's license till I had that. So now I have that, and I can't get a passport till I have a driver's license. So it's like everything one after another. Lots of fun.
So you
Lots
have,
of fun.
you have to stay in the United States. You have to travel in the United States right
For a
now.
little while, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so you took a month-long trip, and the trip wasn't delayed. You were able to.
Everything
Yeah.
went fine. Yeah,
Okay.
we had a great time. Yeah,
Yeah.
And what have you done I mean, what else have you done as a couple here since you met?
Well, we dance a lot.
We go to a lot of dances.
We dance at least once or twice a week,
Okay.
so that's always fun.
Yeah.
Now we're in the process of selling his house because I moved into his house,
Okay.
but we want our house, so we're going to sell his house and move into a place that's just ours, still in the woods, but yeah, something
So
that's
what
ours.
about
so
selling your house?
That's what we're.
You're
I was renting
Oh,
or
that's
leasing,
convenient.
yeah,
Okay,
so it
okay.
was not a problem.
Oh. Well, unfortunately, they raised the price,
Yes,
the transfer
fee,
fee,
I know,
which is a
I
drag,
know.
but it's one of the things we live with. So,
Right,
yeah.
right.
You should-
Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm selling, because we tried it a year ago, and we wanted to get a loan,
Okay.
and it was a big house, and now they don't do loans.
Yeah, now they don't do loans.
Yeah, so.
So it's
basically-
really, and once you go through that, it's just impossible.
Yeah.
So we decided we sell his,
Yes.
use the money to buy
Yes,
the next
yes,
one.
yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that's keeping us busy. Holidays, you know, I'm a
Right.
big holiday person.
How many grandchildren do you have?
I have 7. One passed away, but
Oh.
yeah, 6 live ones. Yeah.
Angela, do you have any grandchildren?
None, no.
No, he didn't even have children.
Oh.
And so when my son and daughter-in-law had their first child in March, it was the first time he'd ever held a baby.
Different, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
And
it's
then-
nice.
Yeah.
it is.
And
Sonny's a
then
cute kid.
last week we went to see Santa, which was his first Santa visit and Sonny's first Santa visit.
Oh,
So it's kind of like a fun. He's having a whole new grow up experience with these kids.
it's really a different experience. Yeah, I can totally understand that. You know, when I have 2 sons and 5. Now I have 5 grandchildren, and if you haven't had children, you don't know the happiness and the misery that comes with it. The aggravation and the happiness.
Exactly. Yeah, he's having adjustment periods because 3 of them are teenagers, girls.
Oh,
So that's a whole new experience.
the emotions.
Yeah. And I have a grandson who is a big quarterback. He was the top quarterback in Laguna Beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he got to sit through all his games and go through graduations and all that. So now we're going through the college thing with him. And,
And I wasn't even into football, but
now he is. He's
I mean, to
addicted
see
to
somebody
football.
really good,
Yeah.
you don't have to know what's going on.
Right.
You can tell the person is just,
What did he play?
Quarterback.
Oh,
He's a big guy, yeah.
So is he playing quarterback in college?
He went to college in Minnesota for his freshman year, but now he's in the transfer portal because things weren't as copacetic as they were supposed to be.
But he was
so-
playing football?
Yeah. he's
Wow, those are big people in Minnesota.
Tell me about it. He's big. He's 6'5", 220, and he sent me a picture, and everybody next to him is bigger than him.
it was just
You know, recently I went to Washington State, and I stayed in a hotel with there was a women's volleyball team, and usually I'm one of the tallest women around. I'm looking up at them. It's shocking.
yeah.
I guess you might be in the same situation. It's
Well,
shocking.
that's what he said.
I was 6'1". I always kind of look down on
Right,
people.
right.
All of a sudden, I'm with her family. I'm looking up. It's like being in a redwood forest.
Who knew? You know, I usually can see over everybody.
Right.
And there, I was like, uh-oh, I can't see.
I know. They're so tall.
Very
Yeah.
tall.
Yeah.
Right? Do you want to tell us anything about your book, or is it a secret right now?
Oh, I've been working on an idea of how to get past politics and to organize people according to their common interests and concerns.
I think that's really important right now.
So this way, it's not about politics, it's about what you like.
Right. I can't wait till it's done.
Yeah.
Let me know and I'll buy a copy. I just got the warning, so I have to end it. Thank you so much for coming on. This has been delightful.
You're welcome. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
inviting us.
Yeah,
Really
thank
happy
you for
were
inviting
here.
us.
Thank you. If you'd like to come on to the show, email us at lwvcouples@gmail.com. Include your name, phone number, and email address, and brief description of your story.